What's going on, guys? ChillisFM here, taking a look at a really fun team that I built for the Sunshine Cup using Miltank as its closer. Miltank's not on a lot of people's radars because PvPoke has it with Thunderbolt, and with Thunderbolt it really doesn't sim very well, but with Ice Beam it just straight up sims better than Lickilicky in all shield scenarios. In fact, in the 2 shield scenario it goes 15 and 11, whereas Lickilicky only goes 13 and 13. So Miltank definitely better than Lickilicky. People are running Lickilicky out there. Miltank is the way to go. It has access to Ice Beam that hits all the grass types for super effective. Of course, rollouts already destroying the fire types. And Ice Beam's really caught a lot of things off guard, things like Clodsire as well. Has plenty of bulk as well, and it's putting a lot of work for me. So what I'm going to be showcasing today is a 4-1 set with this team, and then I believe I have one bonus battle at the end. Let's go ahead and get on into it. If you watched my last video, I thought that was the one that I had the 4-1 in the bonus battle. It's actually this one. I edited these on the same day, and I played these battles on the same day as well. Anyways, let's get it going. Alright, Cradily, definitely an underrated pick currently in the meta, able to fight back against Talonflame with Rock Slide, and able to do very well neutrally into most things. This team is ABA to fighting, but there's like no fighters out there, right? There's Obstagoon and there's Vigoroth, and they're both horrible. So you don't really have to worry about them. There is Chestnut, and Chestnut is a core breaker for this team. I saw one in the lead. So outside of that, not really any core breakers that I ran into. Gonna go ahead and throw the Grass Knot here. They did shield on my first Grass Knot, which was an interesting play. I could shield here and get another Grass Knot off and either force their second shield or take them out, but I decided to go ahead and let it go. I know that Girafarig up shields is just really good, so I'm gonna come in with my Miltank just to absorb the energy here, and I'm thinking that I can put them into Body Slam range after the rollouts. By the way, Miltank, Body Slam is more energy efficient than Ice Beam. It's not like Lickilicky, and you're going to see in some of these games I throw Ice Beam over Body Slam because I myself was confused and I didn't look it up till after the battles, unfortunately. Anyways, they do actually survive the Body Slam, which is unfortunate. They do get another drill run off, but Miltank still holds on pretty well. They come in now with Lickilicky, and I go for the Body Slam first. And then I overfarm, looking to stretch for the Ice Beam. I thought that they would overfarm. They throw their Body Slam immediately, and I'm like, I have to save a shield for Girafarig, or 2 shields rather. So I'm going to go ahead and let that go, knowing these rollouts are going to do a lot to Girafarig, and I'm just hoping that they are weak to this in the back. Going to go ahead and shield up the Body Slam here. They're staying in. I throw a proper timing here. I go Psychic Fangs. Maybe I should have just gone Trailblaze to go ahead and boost my own attack, but I wanted to have residual energy. They throw a bad timing just to get the Body Slam off. Maybe I should have no-shielded this, knowing it's a Body Slam. We definitely tank it, because in the back, going to be superior. So if I no-shielded that Body Slam, I don't think they're Vine Whipping me down before I get to 2 Psychic Fangs. And you can see 2 Psychic Fangs plus the confusion would have been plenty to take out this. So we do lose this one, and this was actually my first battle playing the team, and it's going to be the one loss in the 4-1 set. So is what it is. Alright, gonna jump into the next battle. Cradily up against Gastrodon. Dream lead, or at least a really good lead. Of course, they're going to be hitting back for neutral, but they're taking double super effective damage. We just have to throw before they're at the big move, right? Body Slam's going to be resisted. They try to catch on a Chestnut, and that's beautiful. This is exactly where we want to see the Chestnut. I'm going to go ahead and come in with Girafarig. I'm going to shield up whatever they throw here. It's actually Thunder Punch. I forgot the Chestnut even had Thunder Punch. There is a team that I was looking at with potentially running Chestnut, and I think it would be better if I run Thunder Punch, because then at least you can fight back a little bit against the Talonflames. You're not completely walled. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if I end up trying that one. We do get the full confusion down. We have a ton of HP. They come in here and they have to throw their big move. If it's a Body Slam, we definitely do survive, and I think that we'll even get off a Psychic Fangs. So they do end up throwing the Earth Power. They're dry on energy now. I'm going to build up to the back-to-back Grass Knots and throw the first one here, and it does take them out. In the back, going to be a Marowak. So Alolan Marowak, not something I'd seen a ton of. I was expecting if it was a fire type that it would be Talonflame. And this is a little bit awkward, to be honest, because it does wall all the energy from Miltank. So I'm going to go ahead and bank a Rock Slide here. And we're going to see if I can grab the shield with Miltank and then land that Rock Slide later on. The nice news is we're going to be resisting the Shadow Bone. So unless they're running Fire Blast, rather, they're not going to one-shot me. And why would you run Fire Blast when Bone Club's actually a pretty good move now? So we're going to be able to connect with the Ice Beam there. And after these rollouts, I'm thinking they're going to actually be in Body Slam range. I'm pretty sure Credilli is going to lose CMP to this. So I don't want to shield my Miltank and leave it up to a CMP time. So we're going to get this Body Slam off, put them very low. One more rollout puts them into Bullet Seed range. So that should be GG's well played. They don't have 2 moves. Even if that Bullet Seed doesn't KO, we should get 1 more right here. So Bone Club coming through, and it does KO. So GG's well played to my opponent. Smart of them to save the shield. There was just nothing they could do. The rollouts were a little bit too oppressive there. Alright, another Dunsparce lead. Let's see if I can actually win this one. Spoiler alert, I do, because I've already told you it's a 4-1 set. We overfarm a bit. They try to catch. They come in Clodsire. I'm going to go ahead and throw this Grass Knot anyways. I probably didn't need to. I was thinking Grass Knot plus Confusions would put them into Psychic Fangs range. And when I come in and I throw this, I'm like, I really don't know. It might be enough for Psychic Fangs. And they think it is. So they throw up a shield. So that's great for me. And then they throw an alignment, which is, it's fine. They weren't going to get 2 moves off anyways, I don't believe. And we do take them out with that Confusion. So now they come back in with the Dunsparce. Now, Girafarig, not bulky. This was my first time. I actually had to build this Girafarig. I've only ran the non-shadow previously. So the shadow, I think in this cup, a lot of things you're going to want the non-shadows. In my last video, I talked a lot about why you want the non-shadow Flygon, but with Girafarig, you kind of want that oppressive damage. Anyways, since they are debuffed, I do decide to come in with my Miltank, knowing that they'll probably be in Body Slam range after a few rollouts. I don't think they're quite in Body Slam range right there, so I don't go for the CMP. Not sure who would win that. I would think Miltank, but I could be wrong. We're going to do one more and throw the Body Slam now. I think they're at the next move right now. Like, they had a lot of energy. So we do take them out with the Body Slam. In the back, going to be a Flygon. I could just one-shot with the Ice Beam. So I'm expecting the shield here. Going to go for the Body Slam. Body Slam coming through. And they don't even respect the Ice Beam. And then I wasn't at the back-to-back Body Slams either. So I was only getting 1 move off. I should have just full sent the Ice Beam. Now, since they called a bait, I got to call a bait too. It is the Dragon Claw. Gonna go for the Rock Slide here. I think this might be a bit of a misplay. I was thinking maybe Rock Slide would be enough from here. But I recognized after that I was going to survive the extra Dragon Tail anyways, so I go for the Grass Knot. So I think I could have just made double Grass Knot, but is what it is. We end up taking the win. So GG's, well played. Alright, into the next one, Credilli up against Abomasnow. Not a great lead. If we have energy, of course, we can fight back with the Rock Slide. I did see one Credilli running Stone Edge, which would absolutely one-shot a Abomasnow, but Rock Slide, of course, does a little bit over half. They are going to always be able to outpace. Doesn't really matter if they're running Weather Ball or Icy Wind. This one is running Weather Ball. And then they come in with Diggersby. Now, what I've seen every single time it's been an Abomasnow lead, and I've seen a few with this team, is they always throw and then they dip and they try to catch a Psychic Fangs on something that's a little bit more bulky. Most of the time it's a ground type. In fact, twice I've seen 3 Abomasnows with this team. Twice it was a Mud Boy. So don't throw that Psychic Fangs right away. You don't need to. Build up to the Trailblaze, and as you can see here, I was able to land the Trailblaze and I was able to pull shield with the Psychic Fangs afterwards. They come back in with the Abomasnow, but I do have energy now, so I can go ahead and throw this Rock Slide. It would be lethal from this range. I grab the shield, I come in now with my Miltank. They have a lot of energy, so I decide I am going to respect the potential energy ball, and they full send it. So that is beautiful for me. I'm going to throw one more rollout, throw the Body Slam before they make it to a Weather Ball. Body Slam should be enough to take out from this range, and it is. In the back, they're going to have a Golurk, and they're probably thinking that they're going to wall over all of our energy. This one's actually running Astonish, by the way. I just now noticed that. Anyways, Ice Beam easily taking out the Golurk, and that's going to be GG's. Well played to my opponent. Let's go. Moving into the next one, another Abomasnow lead. So look, yeah, I do get to see the second one. Look at that. I'm gonna come in with the Girafarig here, and again, they play it perfectly. They always throw, what is it, 6 Powder Snows, which just gives me 1 free turn of energy. It's magnificent. The Icy Wind means they are dry on energy, and there it is. They're coming in with the Quag. We're gonna full send the Trailblaze. They eat it, and they actually survive, which I was like, oh, really, man? I really didn't think you would survive. Now I'm going to go ahead and no shield, but this is a non-shadow Quagsire, so we actually withstand the Aqua Tail, and we get Switch, which is just beautiful. We did have to give up 1 shield, but we got Switch, so now we can do double, or not double, but we can do super effective damage with the rollouts and spam out some body slams pretty quickly. I do decide to no shield right here. It is going to be another Icy Wind. And I'm hoping body slams enough to take out, but they actually end up catching on Lickilicky. So body slam going to come through, does a little bit of chip damage, not a whole lot. We're going to come in now with our Cordillera to get the most use out of it that I can get. I decided to go ahead and full send the Grass Knot. It's much more energy efficient. It would be pretty bad if they no shielded the Rock Slide, and they actually do let that through. Is that the one where I missed a bubble? I wasn't paying that close attention. I think I missed a bubble. Anyways, they do full send the Earthquake, which they have to because body slam is resisted. And now I can just start spamming out the Rock Slides. Rock Slide comes through, pulls a shield. They're going to come back in with the Abomasnow, but that's perfectly fine. We are only 3 away from the next Rock Slide. They are going to be throwing here, and I am going to actually throw up the shield because I want to get rid of this Abomasnow. I have a Body Slam banked, so I could just combo play if they do decide to shield this, and they'd let it go, which is a great play by my opponent. Now I want to clear my debuff. I'm going to come in with my Miltank, and I'm thinking they're in Body Slam range now since they did, since I did clear the Icy Wind. Body Slam coming through, does pull up the shield. And they outpace, and we're like similar health. I'm actually a little bit lower than them on health. So I'm like, I'd probably go down to this body slam. Miltank holds on. And here's what's crazy about Miltank. The body slam hits harder into the Lickilicky than theirs did into me. Absolutely insane. We get the win, and that's a GG's. Well played to my opponent. So there's a 4-1, don't leave. I do still have a bonus battle that I did want to showcase. Yeah, we'll go ahead and just skip ahead. There we go, 27-27. That was my high in Sunshine Cup. This next set was a 2-3. But I've only just pulled this one battle from it because of there was a lot of repeat leads. I mean, this is a repeat lead too, but I felt like this was an interesting battle at least. Again, they throw perfectly. Let's see if it is Icy Wind. It is going to be the Icy Wind. I think that's the right play with the non-shadow. Out comes a Whiscash. What do you know? Another Mud Boy. Let's see if we can one-shot it. Strawberries coming through, and they do respect it. Unfortunate. So now they're farming up. Again, throwing at perfect timing. I'm going to go ahead and let this go. I'm going to take the even shield scenario here. I'm going to come in with my Cordillera, knowing that I should be able to overfarm by a little bit. But actually, they managed their energy so well. I think I'm only going to be able to do 1 Bullet Seed over before they make it to another Scald. Yeah, so I have to throw this pretty early because Scald just hits really hard. So Grass Knot coming through, takes them out. I have a little bit of residual energy. In the back, going to be a Shadow Groudon. Now, I know it used to be 7 to Precipice Blades. Mudshot got nerfed. I'm thinking it's got to be 8, right? It's probably like 8-7. 8-7. That's what I'm going with. That's what I'm going with. I'm going to go ahead and respect it on this first one. And it is going to be the Precipice Blade, so I should be able to do 2 rollouts, and they CMP time me, and I'm like, I guess I'm wrong on the counts. I guess I'm wrong. And it's a Fire Punch, and I'm like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Miltank's about to clutch up right here. Ice Beam coming through, taking out the Groudon. Out comes the Abomasnow. Miltank makes it to the Ice Beam before they make it to their next Icy Wind. They were on a 5 cycle right there. Ice Beam does not take out, but they have to Powder Snow down to be able to win this game. Next rollout comes through, and they are forced to throw the Icy Wind here. They have 2 residual energy. They need 6, and we just get 1 Bullet Seed, and that's going to be GG's. Well played to my opponent. Yeah, Shadow Groudon in the Sunshine Cup is so cool. I had to showcase the battle. Yeah, anyways, I hope you all really enjoyed this video. I think this team is a lot of fun. Shadow Girafarig, pretty decent safe swap, not the best safe swap out there. If you have not seen my Flygon video, I will link it probably down here somewhere, maybe up there. I don't know. It's going to be linked somewhere. So make sure you check that one out. The only problem with Girafarig is there is a few dark types out there that would just completely wreck it. I didn't run into any, but I think they're pretty good, so you probably will run into some eventually, and then you'd be in a pretty bad spot. So I definitely recommend the Flygon team over this team, but this team was a lot of fun to use, and it was successful for me overall. All right, that's going to be it for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you to my channel members for your support. And until next time, this is ChillisFM reminding you to always keep pushing forward.